It is Friday, so we are taking the day off. No, I'm just kidding. We are taking a look back at this week's top entertainment stories, including BFFs forever Brad Pitt and George Clooney, plus a little bit on John Travolta. And if we have time, upcoming movie releases as well.
Not the Avengers.
Not yet. That's later.
Joining us today in Vancouver, we have entertainment reporter Jeremy Szafron. In Toronto, entertainment blogger Ryan Carter. And in Montreal, show DJ Jason Rockman. Thanks to all of you guys. I guess it's me and the boys today. So let's start with Hollywood megastar George Clooney. Last night he hosted a $40,000 a head fundraiser for President Barack Obama. Jeremy, last night's event raised $15 million. What do you think of celebrities backing presidential candidates?
Well, let me tell you, if I'm ever president, I want George Clooney on my side. $15 million. This is a new record. It's just ridiculous. Now, of course, it was a huge buzz. He was in Seattle, which is obviously very close to Vancouver, just before touching down in L.A. I was watching that coverage while the CIA and the Secret Service and everyone else was sniffing around Clooney's house. I mean, it's just crazy to me, but there is a lot of people behind him, and especially with his latest news about supporting gay marriage, that was really the toll on last night.
Ryan, my question, would you spend $40,000 to be in the same room as George Clooney and President Barack Obama?
It is a pretty steep price to hang out with George Clooney. You could just hang out with him at, like, the TIFF Film Festival or something like that. I don't know, it seemed to work. He raised $16 million for Obama's campaign, so I guess that it's not such a bad price to pay.
All right, and moving now to Clooney's pal Brad Pitt. Chanel has named him as the new face of their No. 5 perfume, becoming the first male to front the fragrance. Jason, what do you think of the decision to name Brad Pitt as the new face, a man?
It's kind of weird. It's kind of strange. I think it's kind of funny how it happened at the same time that Obama announced that he was for same-sex marriage. I thought it was kind of clever marketing on their part, and I'm sure that it was all coincided to go together. Look, he's very pretty. There's no doubt about it. Women are attracted to him, so why not try it? Maybe they'll fail miserably and they'll go back to a skinny model.
Jeremy, it's certainly going to make Brad Pitt's armpits smell better. I couldn't resist using that joke. But do you think Brad Pitt actually embodies the Chanel brand? I mean, it's a bit of a strange match, I think.
Well, it is, because it's Chanel No. 5. Now, this is the perfume, obviously, famous with Marilyn Monroe back in the day. It's one of Coco's original scents. But what I find interesting about this is that marketing-wise, Brad Pitt is a huge celebrity that's never really endorsed a brand before. He's never really been the face of a major brand. So I don't know how much money they gave this man to do it, but we'll see if the females start buying more No. 5.
Jeremy, I don't know about that, because doesn't he support some products, some Japanese products? I feel like I vaguely remember him having done some Japanese commercials. I'm not sure, but
Sushi.
I guess, Ryan, I guess the question is for you then. Would you buy cologne if it was a female that was a famous female that was selling the cologne?
That's an interesting question. I don't know. I think it all just depends on how the campaign is run. Chanel really runs their campaigns on this fantasy-based, ideal where they kind of create this world that makes people want to buy into the idea of what using this perfume or cologne could do. So I don't know. I guess if they pulled it off the right way, maybe Angelina Jolie's going to start spruiking, a Calvin Klein for men. I don't know. Who knows?
Okay, guys, this is the juicy one that we've been waiting for. Another male Hollywood legend making headlines. John Travolta. Travolta accused of sexual harassment by 3 separate male masseurs. Jason, I want to get your take on this. The third accuser has come out publicly with his name, and Travolta's lawyer has said this man is hopping on the bandwagon to get his 15 minutes of fame.
Why is Jason clapping?
I don't know. He's excited to talk about this. These rumors have been swirling for a long time about Travolta. What's your take on this?
Kelly Preston, beard. It's so obvious. I mean, we've known this for years. Is it surprising that these allegations are coming out? Look, where there's smoke, there's fire. I feel bad for John because he should have come out years ago, personally. It's just do it. I mean, especially now in the climate. I mean, the president approves same-sex marriage. I mean, just come out already. It's like, dude.
Come out wherever you are.
Yes.
But what about the fact that at first they were saying John Travolta's people were saying, oh, it can't be him because he was in New York and there's receipts at the time, and I believe John Doe, because the first victim or the first 2 victims aren't saying their names. John Doe was saying, oh, no, it's possible that he could have gone on a flight from L.A. to New York and he could have still it gone through both of them, and now the lawyer's saying, oh, actually, we made a mistake. It was the wrong day. I mean, what do you think about the fact that the story for the victim keeps changing? Jeremy?
Well, you know, it's funny because the stories obviously are going to keep changing, and now with this third allegation coming out in the press. And what's weird is that this morning I was reading up on this, and John Doe, as he's quoted as being named, is basically saying, you know what, it could have been the day before. Maybe I got the dates wrong. And so that's his latest thing. So there is obviously some fishy things. But like Jason said, you know, there's been some more allegations in the past, and Travolta's definitely not new to this.
Okay, and Ryan, John Travolta, what do you think about this whole thing?
I mean, it's kind of like a commonplace thing in Hollywood now. Every celebrity either has like a sex tape or they're accused of, you know, sexual assault. So it's like, which one do you take? I mean, these rumors have been swirling around for John Travolta for years. So I guess now it's coming to the point now where everyone's coming out of the woodworks. And I'm sure there's not just going to be these 3 guys. I'm sure by the end of next week it's going to be like 10 or something. I don't know.
All right, I don't know what's with me and all the guys today, because I've got all the guys on the panel, and we're talking all guys today. But 2 movie releases to discuss: Johnny Depp in Dark Shadows. It's being released today. And then Wednesday, Sacha Baron Cohen's The Dictator is released. Show of hands, who's going to see Dark Shadows? Show of hands. Okay, one with a questionable 2. Show of hands, who's going to see The Dictator?
Yeah, I'll go see that.
Oh, there you go, 3. Okay.
All 3.
So I'm curious, Jeremy, you think it's a generation gap? Because the Dark Shadows is a movie remake of a mid-'60s TV soap opera. So you think maybe it just doesn't work for the younger generation?
You know what, I think it works for the younger generation. It's definitely a remake, and you have somebody like Johnny Depp in there, and obviously Michelle Pfeiffer, so it's going to sell tickets. It's going to pick up in the box office. I'm interested to see it. I just don't think I'd wait in line to see it, so I'm definitely not going to do it right at this point. Whereas The Dictator is just kind of light and fluffy, funny stuff. I mean, it's just a funny thing about Sacha Baron Cohen yet again coming to the table with a comedy. So it's just something light, and I think that that's what kind of people are after right now.
Ryan, which of these 2 movies is your favorite?
I think The Dictator is going to be good. I mean, it's kind of returning Sacha Baron Cohen to this more scripted environment. He's kind of been pulling off these characters like Borat and Bruno, where he conducts these like guerrilla, you know, attacks on celebrities and random people in the street. So I don't know. Maybe it's a sign that the studio is kind of wanting him to go a little bit safer, but it still looks funny. And all the press he's been doing in interviews and on talk shows have definitely been boosting the profile of it. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, entertainment reporters Jeremy Szafron and Ryan Carter and DJ Jason Rockman. You know what, guys, I realized we should have been talking Mother's Day. I should have checked to make sure that you were all going to get presents. Anyways, thanks so much.
I love you, Mom.
Happy Mother's Day.
I love you, Mom.
We'll see you next Friday.
Yeah,
Thanks,
no
guys.
kidding. Bye.
Can I now talk about the Avengers?
Oh, because it's been a whole week and you haven't talked about it. Go for it.
Great movie, by the way.
I'm
You knew
going
I
to
was
see it
going to
this
say
weekend,
that. So
yes.
it continues to defy the odds and blow away the socks off Hollywood. Uber superhero profits. The movie came out in North America a week ago, overseas 2 weeks ago. It's already